my questions to be interpreted in the local languages and in English first before you respond. Okay? And I would just like to give you a brief recap of the things that of your testimony rather. You've mentioned your experience of the 10th April student demonstrations and the injuries that you subsequently sustained as a result of a gunshot wound to your neck and the damage.
Li nga xamne mom lañ jotta waxtane wax nga fetel bi nga xamne mom lañ la fetel ak gañu gañu bi nga xamne mom nga ci jëlé ci sa baat bi.
Thank you, Madam Interpreter. Sorry, I keep on reminding the witness and I'm forgetting myself.
That's okay.
Yes, you also had damage to your spinal cord and you've explained the complications that caused the treatment you received at RVTH.
Metit be yaxu bi nga am ci sa yaxi digi gannaaw bi ak it faju bi nga xamne yang ko don fajo ci l'hôpital bu mag bi nek ci Banjul lol tam jot nañ ko waxtane.
You also stated that you received a visit from the ex-president Yaya Jammeh as well as Fatoumata Jahumpa Ceesay.
Wax nga tamit ne président ba won Yaya Jammeh ñëwoon na seet si leen ak it Fatoumata Jahumpa Ceesay tamit ñëwoon na seet si leen.
After all the complications that you suffered from the various symptoms of your injury, did your condition improve much after that?
Gannaaw metit yeeg gaañu gaañu yi nga am yépp mu sababoo nag ci fetel yooyu nga xam ne moom lañ la feteloon ndax amoon na leneen loo xam ne tamit moo fa faaxee ko lan moo la dalaat gannaaw yooyu yépp.
treatment yu ma am bu ma nekkee si Gambia si l'hôpital bi foofu noonu moom amutoon benn improvement daal.
The treatment I got at the hospital in the Gambia did not improve my condition.
What happened to your bed sores? Did you have any complications from that?
Naka gaañu gaañu nga amoon ci sa yaram bi te tëddaay bu yàgga bi waraloon ko gannaaw loolu ndax amoon na leneen loo xam ne moo ci xew.
Gannaaw loolu bu ma demee overseas treatment bañ def operation bi daal.
It was only after I went overseas for treatment and had an operation.
waaye bon tey daf ma dee sonal.
Until now, it disturbs me.
And when did you go for this overseas treatment and where did you go?
Kañ nga demoon faju ju bitim réew ak fan nga demoon?
Year 2000 boobu noonu laa dem overseas treatment Egypt laa dem overseas treatment.
I went to Egypt in 2000 overseas treatment.
Do you remember the date you went to Egypt?
Fàttaliku nga ban bés nga demoon Egypt?
No, déedéet fàttaliku ma ko fàttaliku de.
No, I cannot recall the date.
How did you get to Egypt?
Naka nga demee Egypt?
Egypt ma docteur bu ma opéré buñ ma fetelee Egyptian doctor la woon.
The doctor that operated on me after I was shot was an Egyptian doctor.
Moom ma escort ma dem Egypt man maa moom ñoo dem Egypt.
He escorted me to Egypt. I went with him to Egypt.
What was his name?
Naka la tuddoon?
Mohamed Nawal.
Mohamed Nawal.
And what happened after you got to Egypt?
Lan moo xew gannaaw boo eggee Egypt?
Ma àggee Egypt.
When we got to Egypt,
dañ ma yóbbu si hospital bi.
They took me to the hospital.
I dooraat procedure bi starting from zero.
And started the procedure again from zero.
Yóbbu ma si lopitaan bi ñu defar ma MRI scanning.
Took me to the hospital, had an MRI scanning on me.
Ñu scan suma backbone bi suma yax yi digg gannaaw bi seet problème bu fa nekka.
So that they could check my backbone and all the tissues there and see what the problem was.
After loolu ñu dem ñu nataal suma baat bi lifin bi beet soo bi.
After that, they
yóbbu ma ñu nataal suma beet soo bi.
They photographed my bed sores.
Pour seet problème bi foofu noonu naka la lu mel ak naka lañ ko mën a saafara.
To see what the problem was and how they could tackle it.
What was the name of the hospital? My apologies.
Nakala lopitan butudo.
Cairo Hospital.
That was Cairo Hospital.
Okay, please proceed.
Egale.
So after Bugay defeeru natal yolu ba pare.
After they conducted that X-ray,
Silamaga yobu operation.
that was after they took me to the operation.
And what operation was done?
Bedso operation, plastic surgery.
For bedsore operations, plastic surgery.
And what was the operation for?
Lana tahon ñu opéré la.
Yahu bu nekkon suma gannaaw bi dafa bari. Mu ngi doon dem be laal suma yax bi yaxi tànka bi.
The destruction at my back was so severe that it was almost affecting my bone, the bone of my leg.
Are you saying that the bed sores had caused wounds that were infected, and as a result, all the muscles that you had on the back of your leg basically were eaten away until the bone was being exposed?
Da nga bëgg wax ne gañu yoy nga xamne tëraay bu yàgg bi moko waraloon daf la sonnaloon ba laal ci sa biir yax yi ba nga xamne sa yax yi ñu ngi doon feeñ.
Yaw ma ndax yax yi ñu ngi doon feeñ ndax feeñu doon de waaye ci opération bi moom yax bi dañ ko garaay dañ ko mujjee xoos dégg yaaxu demoon na ba laal foofu noonu soo dañ ko xoos dañ ko garaay.
I do not know whether the bone was exposed or not, but during the operation they had to grind the bone because it was affected.
Moo tax toog bu yaaga wala toog fu dëgër nii mënuma ko.
Which is why sitting at one spot for a long time or sitting on a hard surface is something that I am unable to.
And was that operation successful in Egypt?
Na opéré bobu ñu defaloon Egypt demoon na ni mu waree.
Alhamdulillah moom waa demoon na nu mu waree moom foofu noonu.
Thanks to God, it went as expected.
What other treatment did you receive?
Yan façon yi faju nga amoon foofu ca Egypt?
After loolu bu bedsore bi demee ba door di tane.
After that, after the bed sores began to improve, began to heal.
Foofu la dooree di am rehabilitation ak physiotherapy.
That was when I started having rehabilitation and physiotherapy.
Ba suma loxo yi door di function foofu la suma loxo yi dooree am movement.
Until my hands began to function again. That was where my hands started to make movement.
So up to that time, your hands had no movement at all?
Bon bala loolu bon dafa melni sa loxo yi daanu yëngatu sax.
Déedéet.
No.
To passé suma boppa bi kay boppa rek moo daan yëngatu.
It was only my head that I was able to shake.
Please continue.
Egale.
So after loolu physiotherapy boobu noonu foofu noonu la demee ba suma loxo bi ma door di move suma left hand bi.
It was after the physiotherapy that I began to move my left hand.
Bii moo njëkk a ñëw gradually after bii nii tam si la door di move waaye bii nii mënuma see téye dara.
It was the left hand that started movement first, and then gradually the right hand too started. But I could not grab anything with the right hand.
Did you receive any medical opinion in Egypt about the treatment that you received in the Gambia at RVH?
Amoon na yan xalaat yoo xam ne xelaloon nañ la ko ful aju ci wàlli faj bi nga xam ne moom nga amoon fii ci Gambia balaa nga doon dem Egypt?
No.
Did the doctors in Egypt tell you anything about the operation that you had in the Gambia?
Docteur yi nekk Egypt amul dara luñ la wax ci mbiri opéré bi nga xam ne moom nga defoon fii ci Gambia.
And whether the operation was actually effective or not?
Ndax waxuñ la tamit ne opéré biñ la defaloon fii ci Gambia dem na ni mu waree wala déet.
Moom lu ma ñoom buñ ma demee ba defalal ma nataal bu seet suma yaxi gannaaw bi.
When I arrived and after they took the X-ray of my backbone,
lu ma njëkk a wax mooy danga loo toog Gambia dafa yàgga.
the first thing they said to me is that you stayed too long in Gambia.
Ba pare foofu ñoom dañ la opéré ñu génnee bal bi.
And after they just operated you and removed the bullet.
Seetuñ ndax am na yaaxu bu nekk si digg ci gannaaw bi fu bal bi duggee ndax li fi ñoom seetuñ loolu.
But they did not check to verify whether the entrance of the bullet caused any destructions on the body. They just remove the bullet and try to heal the wound.
So it is correct that the doctors in Egypt suggested that the operation that was done in the Gambia was not competent because they did not examine or repair the damage that was done to your spinal cord.
On digal la ne docteur yi nekk ci Egypt ci seen wax daal mel na ni opéré bi nga defoon fii ci biir Gambia demut ni mu war a demee loolu ndaxte ñoom dañ seet gaañu bi rek seetuñ li nga xam ne moo yàqu ci sa yaxi diggi gannaaw bi.
waaw loolu la gaay wax waaye Egyptian docteur bu ma escort moo ko wax ne lu ñu war a jontukaay yu ñu war a jël pour saytu loolu noonu pour seet amut Gambia.
Yes, that was what they said. But the Egyptian doctor that escorted me told them that the materials that were needed, the equipment to make such observations, were not available in the Gambia.
Can you tell us the state of medical care in Egypt, and can you compare the hospital in Cairo that you went to RVTH?
dañu mëna wax mbiri faj gi nim dem mel ci Egypt fofu ak ndax di nga mëna méngalé faj bo nga xamné mo nekk ci l'hôpitani Cairo ak faj bi nga xamné mo nekk ci l'hôpitani Banjul fi ndax di nga mëna méngalé ñaar yoyu.
dañ du ben sax dañ wuté.
They are not the same, they are totally different.
Please elaborate.
Waaye leeralal foofu lu leen utale.
You am Egypt, amul Gambia.
The equipment that are available in Egypt are not in the Gambia. And secondly, the care I received from the doctor and the nurses in Egypt, I did not get here in the Gambia.
Special nurse.
There, I had a special nurse that attended only to me. Whatever I wanted, he did it for me.
So, in essence, you received better medical care in Egypt.
Oh, wow.
Bon dafa melni Egypt dal fofu lañ la gëna topatoyé. Ci sa walu faj bi.
Waaw, fofu lañ ma gëna topatoyé.
Yes, I got better care in Egypt.
And it is correct that if you had not received the care that you received in Egypt, you would have remained in a vegetative state, not being able to move any of your limbs and not being able to do anything for yourself.
Bon dal mun nañu wax ne su taxutoona faju bobu nga xamne mom nga def Egypt bon sa yaram bi dal fen du ci mëna yëngatu do mëna defal dara sa bopa.
Nego du ko dey ñu ngi leneen lañu wax kay fu mu nekk ni lu hotel li ni.
Then today, a different thing would have been talked about than what is happening today.
Can you tell us if you were the only one who benefited from this treatment in Egypt?
Dañu mëna wax ndax yow kenn rek ya jëriñoo ci faj bobu nga xamne mom la ñoo fajé ci Egypt.
Nekku man kenn rek fa nekkon nak.
No, I wasn't alone.
Man ma ñika dem way after lu Seni ak Abdou Karim Seni ak Hassan Souare ñom ñoo nañ fekk ma fa.
I was the first to go, but after Seni and Hassan Souare joined me.
Please tell us the full name of Seni.
Wax ñu Seni mom da lay santam.
Seni Senghor, Hassan Souare.
Seni Senghor and Hassan Souare.
Do you know anything about the medical treatment they received in Egypt?
Xam nga ñom yan façon yi faju lañ fa am?
Seni xamna ne amna fa operation dal.
I know that Seni had an operation there.
What about Hassan? Do you know anything about him? Hassan Souare?
Hassan no. Hassan amu fa operation.
Hassan did not have any operation.
And how long did you remain in Egypt, all three of you?
Yan apa ngeen tok fofu ca Egypt yeen ñett yépp?
Man ma ñika dem man amna fa da almost 4 months.
I was the first to go and I had about 4 months there.
May I just refer you to Exhibit 0075 and Exhibit 0075B, just so you can identify who these people are in the photograph.
Mun na la won nga seet ci nataal yi ndax di nga mun a xàmmee ñan nekk ci kayiti seede yi ñoo wax 0075 ak 0075B ñu won la ko nga seet.
These were photographs tendered by Asan Suare to state that you, him, and Seni Senghor were together in Egypt, and you took a photograph at the hospital ward where you were admitted.
Li Asan moo ñu ko fi jox mu ne nataal bi yéen a ngi ko jëleen foofu ca lopitaan ba jamono ji nga xamee ne yow yaa moom ak Seni yéen a ngi doon faju foofu ci Egypt.
Can you confirm that you're the one in the photograph together with Asan Suare and Seni Senghor?
Yes, it's true.
Thank you very much. Mr. Usher, kindly show the exhibits to the commissioners. Can you tell us whether you received all the treatment you were supposed to receive in Egypt?
Ndax dig ñu mëna wax ndax faju yi nga waroon am yépp ci Egypt ndax amoon nga faju yooyu yépp.
Operation bu tax ma jina dem fofu non am naa ko.
The operations that I went there for, I got those.
Waaye rehabilitation bi ma soxla bu ma jënoon na soxla fu ma ko dooree foofu la xaalis buñ fay pour treatment bi foofu la jeexee.
But the rehabilitation which I needed the most could not continue because then the monies that were paid for as our bills there was exhausted.
And who was it that was financing this medical treatment?
Kan moo doon dépasse faju boobu nga doon def ci Egypt?
The Gambia government ñoo doon fay loolu.
The Gambian government was paying the bills.
And are you saying that they did not provide sufficient funds to treat everything that you needed to be treated?
Bon da nga bëgg a wax ne joxewuñ woon xaalis bu doy pour mun a matal li nga xam ne moom nga soxla woon pour sa faju bi.
Gaay joxewuñ ko woon ba pare xaalis bi bu mu jeexee docteur bi tam bindoon na gaay pour wol leen ne xaalis boo leen fayal ñi xaalis bi jeex na waaye amuñu woon benn respect.
They did not pay the adequate money, and when the bills were exhausted, when the money was exhausted, the doctor wrote to them to inform them that the money that was given is now being all used.
And did the Gambia government do anything as a result?
Ba loolu xewee ndax nguuri Gambia def nañ dara ci loolu?
Defuñ dara.
No, they did not do anything.
So what happened to you?
Waa léegi nag lan moo xew ci yow?
Docteur bu ñu fa amee woon moo jël responsibility bi mu fay 1 month buñ fa spend.
The doctor that was having us took up the responsibility by himself and paid for an extra month.
And who was this doctor?
Kan mooy docteur boobu?
Dr. Baha.
Dr. Baha.
Can you just tell us what treatment he actually paid for?
Dañu mën a wax yan faju la leen Dr. Baha fayaloon.
Moom fayal physiotherapy bu ma doon am foofu noonu moo ko fay.
He paid for the physiotherapy that I was having there.
And this is the physiotherapy which enabled you to make use of your limbs, as you explained before.
Physiotherapy boobu moo taxoon sa loxo yi mën a yëngatu.
Wow, moo tax sama loxo yi mën a yëngatu foofu.
Yes, that was the reason for my hands regaining movement.
Did the doctor do anything else?
Doctor bi amul leneen lum defaat.
Kay xanaa buñ dooree physiotherapy boobu noonu ba.
Yes, after we.
ñoom seeni door di tane.
After we started the physiotherapy and until Seni and Hassan began to improve health-wise.
Daf ñu boole ak nijaayam.
He linked up with his uncle.
Pour mu ñoo jàngal dara foofu noonu.
So that he could come and be teaching us Islamic studies.
Essentially, he was like a father figure to you in Egypt.
Bon daal dafa mel ni moom dafa meloon ni seen papa la woon foofa ca Egypt.
Waaw dëgg la kay.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
Daf ñu daloon ustaas bu ñoo ñëw gaa dañ daan ñëw suma room ñëw fekk ma foofu noonu foofu lañ daan jàngee dara.
He secured an ustaz for us, an Islamic scholar who would come and meet us in our rooms and teach us Islamic studies.
Ba pare every Thursday Friday daf ñu daan bàyyee téléphone am bi pour ñu mën a communicate ak suñu famille si.
And also every Thursday and Friday he will leave his telephone with us so that we could communicate with our families back in Gambia.
Did the Gambia government give you any money, pocket money, that you would have used to communicate with your family otherwise?
Nguri Gambia joxon nañ leen ben xaliss bo xamne di ngeen ko mëna jëfo pour joko ak seen mbokk yeek nek fi ci bir Gambia.
Ku bañ pour nga travel pour nga dem overseas treatment ak sa family member koku non du la jox pocket money.
Someone that has not allowed a family member of yours to go with you for overseas treatment would not give you any monies to communicate back with the family.
So you're saying that no family member was allowed to travel with you, so you were there on your own without any family?
Bon da nga bëgg wax ne nangul won sa ben mbokk anda yow ya fa nekkon rek andulo ben mbokk.
Wow.
Yes.
Man doctor bu ma escort 2 weeks la spend ak man ci l'hôpital bi fofu non mu dem mu bay ma fa.
The doctor that escorted me only spent 2 weeks with me at the hospital and then he went away.
Mbye yu ma yóbbu foofu noonu bu ma dem dañ dugg ci ward bi maa ngi nelaw ñu sàcca Mbye yu ma yóbbu foofu noonu yëpp.
The clothes that I took, they got penetrated into the ward and they took those clothes and stole those clothes away.
After doctor bi moo demaat soppeek mu jëndal ma Mbye yu ma daan sol bu ma nekkee foofu.
But after the doctor went and shopped for some clothes and those were the ones that I used while I was there.
You said you were 17 years old at that time. How did it make you feel to be in a foreign country without any family members?
Nga ne jamono bobu fukki at juroom ñaar nga amone. Naka melon ci yow nga nekk ci réew mo xamne gan nga fa te nekkulo fa sa ben mbokk.
Nahar rek the communication sa won problem la.
It was hardship. In fact, communication was a problem.
Lu nekk da nga wax ñu ko translate.
Whatever you say, they will have to translate it for you.
Uma fa nekkee man kenn docteur bi daf ma bindaloon yëpp si kayit so man lu ma bugga dama or noos bi ba noos bi ak si ma won ko lii lu mu binda daf ko binda si English ba pare mu translate ko si arab so man lu ma bugga dam ko won dama teg suma baaraam bi foofu ne ko lii laa bugga moom mu xam ne kii lii la soxla mu defal ma ko.
So what I need, the doctor used to write it on paper, and so when the nurse comes, she will. Sorry, can you say it again? Sorry.
Doctor bi dafa binda luma day soxla yëpp si bés bi daf ko binda in English and in Arabic.
So whatever I needed for the day, the doctor will write it in English and in Arabic.
So man luma soxla dama or nurse bi ba nurse bi ñëw ma teg suma baaraam si man luma soxla.
So whatever I needed, I will call the nurse, and when the nurse comes, I will point on the item that I needed.
Waaw moom mu xool ko mu translate ko si Arabic moo xam ne kii lii la soxla.
So the nurse will translate that item that I've pointed to in Arabic.
So what eventually happened to you in Egypt?
Gannaaw loolu nag yow lan moo xew ci yow ba nga nekkee Egypt?
Dégguma bi baax lu
ba nga nekkee Egypt gannaaw luy nga wax ni yëpp lan a xew?
Dara xew si dara.
Nothing happened.
Did you eventually complete your treatment and return home?
Mataloon nga sa faju bi nga ñibbisiwaat Gambia.
Faju bi matul de noonu laa ñibbisee Gambia.
The treatment was not complete, and that was how I returned back to the Gambia.
Did you return alone?
Yow kenn yaa delsi?
Déedéet man kenn njël siwuma de.
No, I did not return alone.
Who did you return with?
Yaa kana wàññeeku si waat?
Man ma Asan Suware ak Seni Senghor ñoo ñëwandoor.
Myself, Hassan, and Seni Senghor came along.
Ba pare lu ñu si jëloon nañ naxari mooy.
And secondly, what hurt us the most was.
Lu ñu fayal ba mu jeexee buy docteur bi bindee Gambia government pour gars yi respond ñu.
After they paid for us until that money was exhausted, and the doctor wrote back to the Gambia government.
Pour gars yi fay ñu jekkali suñ treatment bi gars yi tontu wuñu.
So that they could make another payments and enable us to complete our treatment, but there was no response from the Gambia government.
Waaye bu docteur bi bindee pour request suñu air tickets.
But when the doctor wrote requesting for return tickets,
they respond immediately.
They responded immediately.
Which means they were in a hurry for you to come back home.
Bon mu mel ni ñoom dañ yàkkamti woon ngeen ñibbisi.
Waaw loolu la gaa yàkkamti woon dañu ñibbisi.
That was what they wanted. They wanted us to hasten our return.
And when you were going, you mentioned you had an escort, Dr. Nawa, who was the doctor who operated on you in the Gambia. Did you have any escort when you were going back?
Nga ne ba nga dem amoon na ku leen gunge woon muy docteur bi nga xam ne moo la opéré woon fii bi nga nekkee Gambia léegi bi ngeen a wàññeeku si waat nag ndax am na beneen docteur boo xam ne wala kenn daal koo xam ne gunge na leen pour ngeen ñibbisiwaat.
ñoo ñëpp si ñun ñoo indi suñu boppa.
When we were returning back, we brought ourselves.
What was your condition at that point?
Naka nga meloon jamono jooju bi nga wàññeeku si waat.
métti rek ni time boobu noonu bed soo bi hiil boo xam ne dinaa mën a toog bu yàgga.
I was feeling pain because the bed sores were not completely healed so that I could sit for a long time.
And how were you moving?
Naka nga doon yëngatu.
They ma doon dimbale rek di ma push.
They used to assist me and push me.
maa ngi feel pain Seni mu ngi feel pain Asan mu ngi feel pain.
I was feeling pain. Seni was feeling pain. Asan too was feeling pain.
yaa boobu man maa ngi toog si wheelchair Seni tam mu ngi toog si wheelchair Asan rek moo doon dox.
At that time, I was on a wheelchair. Seni also was on a wheelchair. It was only Hassan who was walking.
So how did you manage on that trip back home?
Naka nga defee nag ba mun a egsiwaat fii ci biir réew mi.
Asan moo ma doon push Seni moom mënul naa wheel boppam moom kenn.
Hassan was the one assisting to push me on my wheelchair. Seni was able to wheel his own chair.
So bu ñu docteur bi yóbboo ba si airport bi mu def ñu yóbboo ba si airport bi mu drop ñu foofu noonu.
So when the doctor took us to the airport, because he took us and dropped us at the airport.
So struggle bi yëpp ñun ñoo struggle ba agsi waat Gambia ñëw Gambia.
So the entire struggle of getting from that place to the Gambia, we did that by ourselves.
How long did the trip take?
Ban diir la seen ñibbisiwaat bi jël ñaata waxtu?
Jël na ay waxtu.
It took us.
Pour ñu génn si airport bi foofu noonu Egypt pour ñëw ñibbi si Gambia rek foofu tam loolu tam problème la woon.
Even to depart from the airport in Egypt to come to the Gambia, that was also a problem.
Dañ ñëw ba foofu noonu gars ñu ne dañ overstay.
Because we came up to there and they said that we had overstayed.
Ba pare suma wheelchair bi tam balaa ñoo board flight wheelchair bi dafa fekk.
And they said too that my wheelchair had to pay before I boarded.
So Hassan moo doon communicate foofu noonu moom moo system.
So Hassan was the one communicating with his sister.
te kooku moo ñu yónnee xaalis foofu noonu pour ñu mën a fay ñu mën a ñibbisi.
And she sent us money which we used to make those payments to enable us to return home.
Can you tell us who the sister was, Hassan's sister?
ñu mën a wax Hassan jigéenam boobu kan la?
Siga Jaañ.
Siga Jaañ.
Was it a straight flight? Was it a direct flight from Egypt to the Gambia?
No, it was a direct flight.
It was not a direct flight.
We fly from Egypt ñu dem Brussels.
We flew from Egypt to Brussels.
So bu ñëwee ba foofu noonu tam gars yi ne dañ war a am transit pour bu ñëw Gambia. So dañ am pour xaar.
So when we got to Brussels, we were told that we needed to have a transit to come to the Gambia, and that we had to wait.
So gars yi ne balaa ñu am suñu flight bi for naa dañu wax ne 11 or 18 hours daal balaa ñu am suñu flight pour ñëw Gambia.
And they told us that the next flight would be between 11 or 18 hours.
So ci diggante boobu noonu ñun ñëpp ñu ngi soona ñu ngi door di feel pain ma ne man xaw ma nu ñoo def waaye man mënumaa toog pour xal lifin awas yu ñuy wax ni pour ñu toog ma toog si wheelchair bi nii fii.
So in that interim, we were all feeling pain, and I said to them, I don't know what, but I cannot sit on this wheelchair for that amount of hours that we are told to wait.
So noonu lañ toogee foofu noonu ñu door a fu nekkaay ñu ngi xalaata nag fan la ñu amee idea ak lan lañ war a def.
So we were there seated and brainstorming, trying to bring out ideas about what to do next.
So noonu lañ toogee di xalaat ma leen fii lay nañ taraay ñu seet ndax gars yi dinañu mun a amal suñ nomba ambassadeur bu nekk fii nii Gambia fii nii.
Then I said to them, let's see if they could help us get access to our ambassador, his number, so we could call him.
So sila Hassan xaaral mu call Siga sila Hassan call system what.
That was when Hassan said, wait, let me call Siga. That was when he called the sister again.
So sila ko call after koko mu lijjantel ñu number ambassador.
And then she walked out, and got the ambassador's number for us.
So when ambassador, when you call, can you explain the situation for Funono?
So when we called and got the ambassador, we explained our situation to him.
When victims April 10 and 11.
When we said to him, it's the victims of April 10 and 11, he said to us that he was not aware of that happening in the Gambia.
So after Lolo
But after that, he came and met us at the airport.
So
He worked out for us and secured a room for us and something to eat.
So
that was how we went, had our dinner, and then after we went to the room that he secured for us.
After and
then he left and promised us that tomorrow I will return before you departed. And that was what happened. The next morning, before we departed, he came to the airport and met us. And that was how we flew back to Banjul.
What was the name of the ambassador?
Ambassador Vijamana Bobo, Mom Nakalatuda?
No, how much?
I don't know his name.
And he was the ambassador to which country? From the Gambia to which country?
Ban réew la togalon Gambia.
Belgium.
So what happened when you got to the Gambia with Asan Suare and Seni Senghor?
Léegi lan moo xew nag bi ngeen egsee Gambia yow yaa Asan ak Seni Senghor?
Dañ ñëw ba Gambia ci airport bi.
We came up to the airport.
Bu ñooñu gaay waxuñ woon suñ parents ci dara nag waxuñ woon ne ñun ñu ngi ñëw.
When we were returning, they did not tell our parents that we were coming.
Dañ ñëw ba ci airport bi gaay ñu ne dañoo discharge ñun ku nekk dañ la discharge nga yóbbu sa kër ñu nga ñibbi seen kër.
When we came to the airport, we were told that we were being discharged and each one of us should return to their respective homes.
Bu ñëwee foofu noonu suma pa mu ne leen man suma doom bu moo dem school londi boobu noonu melatoon ni so ñun kii mënuñ koo yóbbu ci kër bi.
When we got to the airport, my father said to them, my son, on that Monday when he was going to school, he was not in this state. And so we cannot take him home in this condition.
Kër bi ñëpp dañoo liggéey ñi dañoo dem school so ñun duñ ko mën a take care.
In the house, everyone goes to work, some go to school, so we cannot take care of him.
So how ma naka ngeen def waaye da ngeen ko delloowaat ci lopitaan bi.
I do not know what you're going to do, but you have to return him back to the hospital.
Where was this conversation taking place?
Kàddu yooyu ngeen sa papa doon wax fan la doon xewee?
Moom moo directeur lopitaan bi ñoom ñoo doon wàllu ci airport bi la woon.
He was having this conversation with the hospital director at the airport.
Because you mentioned that they were not aware that you were coming. So I just wanted to know how come your father was at the airport.
Wax nga fi ne sa ñoom papa yëguñu woon ne yéen a ngi ñëw. Moo tax may doon xalaat naka la xamee ne mu yéen a ngi ñëw bay wax kàddu yooyu.
It's after when we arrived at the airport that they called our parents.
You mentioned Dr. Maria Tujalo. Who was she?
Dr. Maria Tujalo. Kan la woon?
I went director of RVTH.
She was the director of the RVTH.
Did she do anything when you got to the airport in respect of you, Seini and Asan?
Mom defoon na dara bi ngeen egg airport bi lu aju ci yow Seini ak Asan.
Xanaa mooy bu ñëw gis mu seize suñ medical certificates.
The only thing she did was to seize our medical certificates.
Do you know why she did that?
Amoon nga lu tax mu def loolu?
No, ñun xamuñu woon dañ foog ne daf koo jël yóbbu ko ci lopitaan bi yóbbu ko record office.
No, we don't know. We thought she was taking them to the hospital to take them to the records office.
What eventually happened? Did you go back to RVTH and was admitted, or did you go back home?
Lan moo mujjee xew nag da nga dem lopitaan te dal la fa wala da nga ñibbi sa kër?
Man dama mujjee dem lopitaan Seeni dafa dem kiram Abdou kii Asan tam dafa dem kiram
I ended up going back to the hospital, but Seni returned home as well as Hassan.
And how long did you remain at RVGH after you came back from Egypt?
Yow ban diir nga toog ci lopitaan bi gannaaw boo dellusiwaatee Egypt.
bi ma yóbbu RVTH dañ ma dem ñu yóbbu ma private block room 1.
When I got to the RVH, I was taken to the private block, room 1.
ma nekk foofu ba year 2000.
I was there.
Ba 2001.
I was there until 2001.
After sila am suma second trip to Scotland.
That was when I got my second trip to Scotland.
How did that second trip to Scotland come about?
Sa ñaareeli yoon boobu nga jëm Scotland naka la ñëwee.
Yaya Jammeh dafa ñëwoon si lopitaan bi seet si former vice president time boobu mu ngi admit foofu noonu moom moo jëkkëram.
Yaya Jammeh came to the hospital to check on the former vice president whose husband was admitted at the hospital at the time.
Is that the ex-president Yaya Jammeh?
Ex-president Yaya Jammeh, ex-vice president Aïssatou Ndiaye Seydi.
Ex-president Yaya Jammeh and the ex-vice president.
Please proceed.
So bu mu ñëwee seet si ñooñu fekk student time stampede dafa amoon si stadium bi during the inter-schools competition.
So when he came to check on those people, at the time there was a student stampede at the Independence Stadium.
So bu mu ñëwee seet si Aïssatou Ndiaye Seydi si lopitaan bi foofu ak jëkkëram.
So when he came to visit Aïssatou Ndiaye Seydi and her husband at the hospital,
si la ko wax ne man maa ngi admit foofu noonu man maa ngi room 1.
that was when she told him that I was admitted there and that I was in room 1.
So mu ñëw suma room.
So he came to my room.
More executive RVT living director of hospital.
He came with the director of the hospital.
Guy ñëw suma room guy visit ma.
They came to my room and visited me.
Who was the director of the hospital?
And moo woon director bi ci lopitaan bi.
By then something FOPS moo fa nekkoon sister pastor FOPS.
At that time there was a person by the surname of Forbes. I think she was a sister to Pastor Forbes.
Please proceed.
So si la ñëw mu ne guy evacuate ma guy yóbbu ma overseas treatment.
That was when he said that I should be evacuated and taken for overseas treatment.
Did the ex-president Yaya Jammeh have any interaction with you at that point when he came to visit you?
Jamono boobu président ba woon Yaya Jammeh bi mu ñëwee seet si la da am na yenn kàddu yoo xam ne waxtaan na ko ak yow.
bu mu ñëwee dafa fekk man maa ngi tëdda joxe gannaaw maa ngi jàkkaarloo maraaj bi.
When he came, I was lying, facing the wall. My back was facing him.
After mu dimbale ma olbatiku.
So he helped me to turn around.
Did he turn you around?
Moom ci boppam moo la olbati.
Déedéet moo suma jarbaat bu nekkoon foofu maa suma jarbaat bu nekkoon foofu ñoom ñoo ma dimbale ma olbatiku.
No, he and my nephew who was there, they helped me to turn around.
So after mu téye suma loxo bi.
After he held my hand.
muy wax director lopitaan bi foofu noonu ñoom ñaar ñuy waxtaan.
And they were communicating with the director of the hospital there.
si la ko wax ne nama gaay yóbbu overseas treatment.
It was there that he said to her that I should be taken overseas for treatment.
Man bu ma wax man yëpp tontuwuma ko.
But all the time that he was speaking to me, I did not respond to him.
Did you feel that the ex-president was being genuine by holding your hand and actually turning you to face him?
President bi woon lim téye woon sa loxo bi di la ulbati pour nga jàkkaarloo ak moom ndax foogoon nga ne loolu moom lu déggu la woon.
gëmuma loolu.
I don't believe that.
So he recommended that you should go for another overseas treatment to Scotland. So what happened next?
Léegi moom ci la joxe ndigal ne da nga war a dem faju juwaat Scotland gannaaw loolu nag lana xew.
gannaaw loolu gaa yóbbu ne ma Scotland ma dem naa Scotland.
After that, I went to Scotland.
Where did you go in Scotland?
fan nga demoon ci Scotland?
Nine Wheel Hospital, Dundee.
Nine Wheel Hospital in Dundee.
Did you go with anyone?
Àndoon nga kenn?
Waaw demoon naa ak amoon naa bu ma dem amoon naa escort.
Yes, when I was going, I had an escort.
Was your escort?
Ana la gunge woon?
Tumani Bojang moo ma escort bu ma dem.
I was escorted by Tumani Bojang.
And who was he?
Kuy kooku?
Mu doon liggéey ci lopitaan bi la doon liggéey.
He works at the hospital.
Did he remain with you during your treatment in Scotland?
Moom demal di nga faju foofu ci Scotland dafa desoon ak yow.
Dafa dem ñu àgga ci lopitaan bi mu drop ma foofu noonu mu bàyyi ma fa.
We went to the hospital. He dropped me there and he left me there.
Was he meant to do that?
Loolu la waroon a def.
Déedéet dafa war na nekk man foofu noonu de.
No, he supposed to be there with me.
When did he return?
Kañ la delloo si?
Bés bu ma déposité ci lopitaan bi ci laa ko gëj a gis bés buñ ma dischargé.
The day that he deposited me at the hospital was the last day I saw him until the day that I was discharged.
So the trip was essentially a holiday for him. He disappeared and came back.
Bon daal dafa mel ni moom gunge boobu mu la gunge woon daf ko defoon holiday am rek gannaaw gi ci la dellu si waat.
Foofu kay ñun ñëpp holiday lañ dem.
There, I can say that all of us were on holiday.
Please tell us why you say so, because I believe you mentioned that you were supposed to be going for a medical trip.
Wax ñun lu tax nga wax loolu ndax man yaakaar naa ne yow da nga demoon pour faju ji.
Medical treatment boo xamee da nga dem foofu kenn faju la kenn laalu la kenn defu la dara.
A medical treatment which you know that you'll go there and nobody will do anything to you, nobody will touch you.
How did this come to be? What happened?
Lu tax loolu xew naka la xewee?
Medical treatment bi xaalis buñ ma fayal pour ma dem faju foofu noonu. Ñoom buñ ma utal bu ñoo dul fay lopitaan bi xanaa ñoom dañ foogoo de ñoom xamuñ woon ne ñu ngi am bor ci lopitaan bi foofu noonu.
The amount of money that they paid for me, when they were paying that money, were they not aware of the fact that, in fact, they had some debts to settle in that hospital?
So what happened with the money that they sent for your treatment?
Léegi xaalis bi ñu yónnee woon pour yow nga faju nag.
Tubaab kenn du ko nax.
The white man, no one fools him.
Dañ ma fay xaalis ma dem ba foofu noonu. They accept everything.
They paid my bills for me. They accepted everything. I went up to there.
So ma demee foofu noonu ñu ne ma balaa ñu naa faj dañoo fay suñ bor yi ba pare.
They said to me, before we will treat you, we will recover our debt.
So xaalis bi ma fayal ma dem treatment foofu noonu gaa jël ko gaa fay seen bor yi.
So the money that was paid for my treatment was what was taken to reimburse that debt.
So man bu ma nekk lu ma nekk ci lopitaan bi foofu yëpp suma deret rek lañ musa test.
So in all of my stay in the hospital, the only thing that I ever got was for them testing my blood.
So that was a complete waste of funds and a waste of time. You went all the way there and you received no valuable treatment.
Bon dafa mel ni sa demam foofu yaaxa nañ xaalis yaaxa sa waxtu dem nga bi foofu te amuloo benn faj bi nga war a fajoo.
Waaw noonu la fa demee rek.
Yes, that was how things were.
Dañ bëggoon a fay bor rek du yaaxa xaalis.
They wanted to repay their debt. I don't think they wanted, they wasted money.
And how difficult or easy was it for you to move from Gambia to Scotland in your state?
Ci anam yi nga meloon ci jamono boobu naka la meloon pour nga jógee Gambia dem ba Scotland?
Ma dem foofu noonu condition bu ma jógee Egypt noonu laa demee foofu noonu.
I went to Scotland in the same condition that I came back from Egypt.
Bu ma dem foofu noonu dama yaakaaroon ne maa ngi jógee naa si naar maa ngi dem si tubaab su ma ñëw ne leen laay ñëwee.
As I was going, I was hopeful that I came from the Arab world and I was going to the hands of the Europeans.
So was that the case?
Ndax loolu la demee nag?
So noonu laa demee nu ma demee noonu laa ñibbisee.
But eventually, I returned the same way I left.
So there was no benefit at all to that trip.
Bon dafa mel ni sa demam Scotland moom amutoon benn njëriñ.
Naxar laa ñibbisee.
Had no benefits. I came back hot.
Sorry, can you repeat what you said?
It
had no use. I came back hot.
What happened when you came back? You returned to the Gambia?
Biga del si wate Gambia. Lana hew?
Alama del si Gambia, dañ ma jëlé ci l'hôpital bi fofu nonu. Ñu dem yobu ma ci government quarters ñu dencama no fofu nonu.
Before I returned back to the Gambia, I was picked from the hospital and taken to the government quarters, and I was hidden there.
Ak condition bi ma nekké won fofu nonu dañ ma jël ñu dugal ma ci coach. Ci boss lañ ma dugal.
And in the condition that I was in, I was taken and put inside a bus.
12 hours mang ci biir boss mu ngi daw from Dundee to London.
And I was in that bus for 12 hours from Dundee to London.
Ak condition bu ma nekké won fofu non tok bu baax sax mënuma ko tok.
And in the state of the condition that I was in, where I was not even able to sit properly.
Aw ma painkiller aw ma dara non lay ma dugalé ci boss bi for 12 hours.
I had no painkillers, I had nothing, and I was put in that bus for 12 hours.
During these long journeys, you mentioned, your journey from Egypt to Gambia, as well as this one from Scotland to the Gambia. How did you manage in regard to toilet facilities?
Yoon yu gudda yooyu nga xam ne ci nga jaar jóge Egypt ñëw Gambia jóge Scotland ñëw Gambia naka nga doon toppatooyee sa bopp bu fekkee ne soxla nga sa bopp pour dem àll ba.
Amoon benn toppatoo.
I had no care.
So how did you?
Non la sofee ba ma aga foofu noonu.
That was how I suffered until I got there.
How did you manage?
Naka nga daan def?
If you needed to use the toilet.
Soo buggee dem ci wanak bi.
Yep, maa ngi use urine bag. Catheter.
All at that time I was using a urine bag.
And pampers.
And pampers.
And were you able to change this urine bag as well as the pampers?
Sa mbuus yooyu nga doon sawee ak pampers yi nga doon jëfoo ndax mënoon nga koo wecci?
No, they did.
No.
Please tell us what happened after you returned to the Gambia.
Léegi gannaaw boo dellu si waatee Gambia lan a xew?
Boo ñëwee jógee Gambia dama delluwaat straight si lopitaan dañ ma bëggoon a discharge waaye suma papa tam the same thing lu mu defoon bu ma jógee Egypt loolu la defaat dafa bañ.
When I returned back to the Gambia, they had attempted to discharge me, but for the second time, my father stood his grounds and insisted that I be returned back to hospital, just as he did when I came back from Egypt.
So is that what happened? You returned to RVH?
Ndax looloo xew da nga delluwaat ci lopitaan bi.
waaw dama delluwaat RVTH ga delloo ma si room bu ma nekkoon room 1.
Yes, I returned to the RVTH and I was returned back to the same room that I was in, room 1.
Can you tell us what the total amount of time you spent at RVH was?
Li ñu mun a wax ci mbooloo seen yépp yan àpp nga nekk ci lopitaan mag boobu ci Banjul.
nekk naa fa 3 years.
I was there for 3 years.
2000 to 2003.
From 2000 to 2003.
RVH essentially became your home.
Dafa mel ni yow lopitaan ba moom sa dëkkuwaay la woon.
waaw foofu laa dëkkoon.
Yes, I lived there.
foofu laa dëkkoon ba ñu ma fa dëkkaloon su ma su gaay génne si bëccëg booy dañ ne ma booy taay yi ne ngay xëñ lopitaan.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
ñu ma fa nekkaloon ñu ma dëkkaloon foofu noonu.
Those that I was there with.
dañ yaaga si lopitaan bi ak man ba suñ génnee si booy si biti sax booy de nit yi dañ leen tooñ la wane yéen a ngay xëñ lopitaan.
They took so much time in the hospital that when they went out, the people used to tell them that you stink of hospital.
These boys you refer to, were they your friends?
Boys yi nga wax ni ndax sa ay xarit lañ.
am na ñoo xam ne suma xarit lañ am na ñoo xam ne maa ñoom ñoo dëkkoon.
Some of them.
suma jarbaat lañ waaye age mates lañ man maa leen mag ñoom ñaar ñëpp waaye age mates lañ.
Some of them were my friends, some were those that we lived with, some of them were my nephews, but I was older than them.
Were they taking care of you at the hospital?
ñoom ñu ngi la doon toppatoo ci lopitaan bi.
waaw ñoom ñoo nekkoon ci lopitaan ñoo fa dëkkoon.
Yes.
ñoo maa dimbale ñoo maa defar everything ñoo maa sanga ñoo maa solal ñoo maa tëral ñoo maa ekkati ñoo maa yóbbu fu maa dem ñoom ñoo ma koon ñoo maa yóbbu.
I lived with them in the hospital. They will bathe me, they will clothe me, they will pick me up and do everything for me.
So essentially, you were admitted at the hospital, but you received no service from the nurses or doctors.
kon dafa mel ni daal yow dañ la tëddal ci lopitaan bi waaye nag amuloo benn ndimbal yoo xam ne mu ngi bàyyeekoo ci docteur yi ak nurse yi.
man lu ma nekk lopitaan bi génne fa nurse musuma sanga.
For the entire time that I was at the hospital until I left, no nurse has ever.
Nurse musuma jox ma lekka musuma defar dara.
No nurse has ever bathed me or given me food to eat.
When you before you eventually left RVH, did you experience any difficulties at all?
balaa nga bàyyeekoo RVH ci lopitaan bi ndax am na yenn jafe-jafe yoo xam ne yaa ngi ko doon am.
waaw maa doon am ay jafe-jafe.
Yes, I had some difficulties.
léegi bu ma faa nekk maa doon jekkali rehabilité massage treatment bu ma daan am bu ma doon am foofu doon massage maa doon jekkali massage ak rehabilitation waaye loolu dafa mujjee stop.
Yes, because at the time that I was there, I was near the completion of my massage and the physiotherapy that I was receiving, but that also had to stop.
And why did that stop?
lana tax loolu dagga.
benn bés laa toog ma dem massage ma dem physiotherapy fuñ ma dem massage.
One day I went to the physiotherapy where I used to have my massage.
bu ma dem massage mu ne ma they receive executive order today from State House.
So the one that did the massage to me said to me that they received an executive order that day from the State House.
Executive order bu jógee State House lu ñu ne lan la ngay wax.
And I said to the guy, executive order from the State House, what does it say?
ñu ne ñu ba kenn bu mu la laal ñu bàyyi di la treat. Case, your political case.
He said to me that it says that no one should touch you, we should stop treating you because your case is a political case.
Do you know what that meant?
am nga loolu lum tekki.
I did not know what that meant.
Do you know where the executive order emanated from?
State House.
It came from the State House.
Who in particular at the State House?
Kan la ci State House.
State House, only one person resides there.
Okay, please enlighten us.
leeralal foofu.
The owner of the Haftan who was there.
Yeah, please, some of us might not know. Tell us who this Borom Haftan is.
ñun xamuñ wax ñu Borom Haftan bi kan la.
Okay. Borom love book bi kon.
The owner of the love book then.
I see you're very awake now, Yusupha. Please tell us the name.
wax ñu tur bi rek.
Babili.
What is his normal name?
lan mooy turam digga.
James Junku.
James Junku.
Are you referring to ex-President Yahya Jammeh?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So tell us after that, what happened after you received the executive order that you should no longer be treated? What happened after?
Waa lan moo xew nag gannaaw ndigal li bàyyeekoo ca kaw ne waruñ laa fajati lan a xew gannaaw loolu.
Dara xewut dig maa ngi miin lopitaan.
Nothing happened because at that time I was used to the hospital. I have developed some friends. I had some friends there.
So léegi dañ ma boole benn tubaab bu fa nekkoon di volunteer tubaab boobu noonu moom moo doon massage.
So they linked me up with one European who was working at the hospital, and he was giving me massage.
You mentioned initially that when you came back from Egypt, your medical documents were seized by Dr. Maria Tujalo. Did you eventually receive those back?
waxoon nga fi ci gannaaw ne bi nga jógee ko Egypt ñëw kayit yi nga xam ne xibaar yi ngeen doon fajoo yëpp fa lañ ko bindoon Mariétou Diallo daf ko jël gannaaw bi ndax jotaat ngeen ko.
noonu lañ ci am wante.
We did not have them back.
Did you make any attempts to get them?
ndax defoon ngeen ay pexe pour jot ci.
lu nekk lañ def pour jot ci ba soona gaa ñi ne ñoom gisuñ ko.
We did all our efforts to recover them, but we were told that the documents were not seen.
Please.
Request letter.
They said that if we wanted those documents back, we had to write a request letter.
So you been a request letter
So we wrote that request letter.
After the response
But after the response they gave us was that
after medical certificates in record office.
At the medical certificates, we are not at the records office.
Them medical and health, you request go for
that we should go to medical and health and request for them there.
Please proceed.
So when they medical and health, you the same thing like you guys was all in president office.
So when we got to the medical and health, it was the same thing. They said to us, if you want them, you must go to the president's office.
Please proceed.
So you them president office mom access. Access for.
As for the president's office, we never got access to it.
What efforts did you make to get access to the president's office?
Yan jéego nga jël pour mëna egga ci president's office.
Letter lañ doon binda.
We used to write letters.
Did you make any other efforts apart from writing letters?
Gannaaw letter yo ngeen doon binda am na leen loo leen def.
Letter, open letter to the newspapers. Tahutam ñu am ben response.
We wrote an open letter to the newspaper, but that did not matter.
So you petitioned the president privately at State House, and you also went to the newspapers and published open letters to him.
Men nit bind ngeen président bi yónnee ko lettre pour moom ci boppam dara xewut gannaaw loolu ngeen bindaat ci kayiti xibaar yi pour ubbi ko pour mu gis ko taxut dara xewaat ben tey.
Taxut dara xewut loolu dara xewut.
Nothing happened.
Do you believe that your request to see him was known to him?
Ndax gëmoon ngeen ne li ngeen doon sàkk pour gis ko ndax moom yëgoon na loolu.
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Did you eventually get any medical documents
gannaaw bi ndax amoon ngeen benn kayit lu aju seen xibaari faju yi mu bàyyee ko ci RBTH.
Déedéet amuñ dara.
No, we got nothing.
Did any organization facilitate any medical documents on your behalf?
Amul benn mbootaay boo xam ne dimbali na leen pour ngeen jot ci kayit yooyu ci seen tur.
No, mënuma remember loolu nag.
No, I cannot recall that.
Did you get any assistance from the TRRC?
TRRC am na benn dimbal bu ñu leen dimbale pour ngeen jot ci kayit yooyu.
TRRC. Ana bu gaay seetee medical board bu gaay seet nii de.
Well, except the medical board that they've set up.
Please tell us about that.
Wax ñu ci loolu naka la demee.
Si gaay seet nañ medical board ñu dem lopitaan def counseling def everything.
They set up a medical board. We went to the hospital. We had counseling. We had everything.
Sorry, I was distracted. Can you just repeat your answer?
Baamtuwaatat li nga doon wax noonu.
Ane bu gaay seetee medical board bu gaay seet nii.
After they set up the medical board,
ci lañ dem counseling waat counseling RVTH bi am medical certificate ñu am ni.
That was after that we went to the hospital, RVH, and had a counseling, which enabled us to have the certificates that we now have.
Have you provided those to the TRRC?
Ndax yow jox nga ko TRRC.
Bokk na si yu ma indi fii nii.
Yes, it's part of those that I brought along here.
Mr. Chairman, we will make an application at a later date to tender those records into evidence. What eventually happened after all of this?
Gannaaw lii yëpp nag lana xew.
Gannaaw loolu yëpp bu loolu xewee
After that,
ñu ma nekkaloon si lopitaan bi.
Those that I was with at the hospital,
kenn ki dafa waroon a sit grade 12 exam.
one of them was to sit for his grade 12 exams.
Te dafa need to concentration ak study.
And he needed to concentrate on his studies.
So ma decide ne fu mu nekk nii as far as maa ngi si lopitaan bi fii maa ngi defuma dara aw ma dara lu ma fay def.
So I decided that since I was here at the hospital and there was nothing that I was doing,
ma decide pour dem kër.
I decided to return home.
And after you returned home, did you receive any further medical treatment, or did you go on any other medical trips to anywhere else in the world?
Gannaaw boo ñibbee nag ci kër gi ndax amoon na yeñ faju yoo xam ne yaa ngi ko doon def wala mënoon ngaa dem bitim réew pour faju ji waat fa.
Wala maa dellu si kër bi loolu tam foofu tam beneen coow la woon beneen problème.
Before I returned home, that was also another trouble, trouble.
léegi suma papa dafa request pour gars yi ñu discharge ma.
Because my father requested for them to discharge me.
L'hôpital bi ñu ne ñoom admituñ ma.
But the hospital said to him that they did not admit me.
So what happened after they said they did not admit you, even though you were actually admitted in RVH?
waaw mu ne kii naka laa mën a nekkee si l'hôpital bi fii 3 good years. mu jógee Egypte ngeen ñëw ngeen indi ko private block room 1.
He said to them, how can this person be in this hospital for 3 years? He returned from Egypt and you brought him here, took him to private block room 1.
mu demaat Angleterre mu ñëw ngeen delloo ko waat si l'hôpital bi fii léegi discharge leen ko mu ñibbi ngeen ne yéen admitu leen ko.
He left here, went to the UK, returned, and now he wants to be discharged to go home, and you are saying that you are not, you have not admitted him.
mu ne loolu jaaxal na ma gars yi ne ko waa ñun admituñ ko de soo leen bëggee xam ñan moo ko ñan ko admit ngeen dem medical and health.
He said to them, that is surprising to me. But then they said to him, well, we have not admitted him. If you want to know who admitted him, go to the medical and health.
Did you eventually go there?
Wow, mu dem medical and health am ñoom tam ñu ne the same thing ñoom tam ñoom admituñ ma l'hôpital.
Yes, he went to the medical and health, but they too told him the same thing, that they did not admit me.
What happened next?
President office.
I said to him, if you want to know who admitted him, you go to the office of the president.
And did you go there?
You been that letter president office?
Yes, we wrote again to the president's office.
And did you face the same difficulties as before?
The same difficulty, low line face, low line face.
Same difficulty.
After my minister bi jox leen ma medical certificate yi suma doom ngeen ne yéen gisu leen ko léegi discharge leen ko mu ñibbi ngeen ne yéen tam admit leen ko soo léegi lu xew lan mooy problème bi.
After he said to the minister, I asked you for my son's medical certificates. You told me that you've not seen them. Now I asked that he be discharged, and you say that you've not admitted him in the first place. So what is happening? What do you want?
So noonu lañ fa nekkee demal ñëwal mu nekk di jaabante.
So we were there, and we was asked to come and go for a while.
So what eventually happened?
Lana xew nag gannaaw loolu.
Noonu la fa nekkee.
So he was there.
Nekk di jaabante ñu nekk di negotiate foofu noonu during the time bi ñoo negotiate.
Going up and down negotiating, and during the time that he was negotiating,
mu xaaj suñ peron bi pour mu bilal ma foofu noonu néeg boo xam ne man su ma jógee hôpital man foofu laay mun a ñëw stay.
he partitioned the veranda so that he could build a house, a room for me, because I could not go into the main compound to live in there.
Access
Because I did not have access to enter there.
So
So that was how he partitioned the veranda, built a room for me, and a toilet for me as well.
Do you know where these funds came from that he used to build this small apartment for you, which had access, wheelchair access for you?
Sampal la neeg bo xamne karos bi nga tok na fu mëna dugga xam nga fu mu jëlé
it's the money that was donated to me by well-wishers. That was the money he used to build this room for me.
Did the government contribute to any of this?
Nguur gi def nañ ci dara ci lolu amna ben dimbal buñ ci def
not even 25 of their money did not go in there.
Did you receive any other kind of compensation from the Gambia government for the injuries you suffered?
Nguur gi amna ben ndampay buñ la jox ci gañu gañu yi nga am.
Dara, musuma say am dara.
Nothing. I have never received anything from them.
And those who are responsible for the condition you are in now, have they been dealt with?
ñi nga xam ne ñoo la jëfoon jëf ji ba nga mel ni nga mel nii léegi ndax ñooñu jëflante nañ ak ñoom.
Jëflante wu ñoom dara de.
You did nothing to them?
Ay defa nguñ leen dara bonte de.
You have not done anything to them up to date.
Did you receive any other medical treatment sometime in 2015? Did anything happen?
gannaaw yi yëpp nag ndax 2015 am na dara lu xew am na benn faju boo xam ne am nga ko.
Buñ ma dis maa ngi dellu kër 2003.
I returned home in 2003.
Nekka suñ kër ak façon jafe-jafe bu nekka.
I was in my house with all kinds of difficulties.
Fever, infection, everything.
Sickness, infections. I was experiencing so many difficulties.
By 2014.
Until 2014.
What happened in 2014?
Lana xew 2014.
Sila Duga DC, Gambia. Duga DC.
That was when Duga DC.
Sila guy def GoFundMe.
That was when they did GoFundMe.
For April 10 and 11 victims.
For the victims of April 10 and 11.
For ñu ñëw smuggle ñu Gambia fii ni gaay yóbbu ñu Sénégal wutal ñu medical certificates pour ñu mun a génn dem faju.
So that they could come here, sneak us out of the country to Senegal, secure for us medical documents so that we could travel abroad for treatment.
Do you have copies of those medical certificates you were supplied with in Senegal?
Yes, I have them.
Can you just tell us who Duga DC was? Who were they?
Duga
DC dafa Gambians yu nekk diaspora la ñu ngi America.
These were Gambians in the diaspora in America.
And what kind of interactions did you have with this particular organization?
Yan jokkalante nga amoon ak mbootaay bu Duga DC.
ñooy Gambians ñu taxaw since bu April 10 and 11 happened bonte.
These were the Gambians who were standing in solidarity with us since the incidents of April 10 and 11.
Was there any particular person that you were interacting with who was acting on behalf of the organization?
Ndax am na ci kenn ci ñoom koo xam ne ñoom nga doon jokkooyal ci turi mbootaay boobu Duga DC.
Waaw bu mu dooree si njëlbeen bi Siga Jaañ Sister Assane Souare moom lañ doon jokkool time boobu.
When it started initially, we were in contact with Siga Jaañ, the sister of Hassan.
If I should...
buñ demee ba si biir ñeneen bokk nañ ñuy communicate ak ñoom.
But later on, others also became a part of it, and we started to communicate with them as well.
If I show you the medical certificates you obtained from Dhaka, will you be able to identify them?
Wow.
Yes.
Please take a look at these documents and tell us what they are.
Wow, be hospital Grayof.
Tell us the dates of each certificate and what hospital they emanated from.
19 May 2015.
19th March 2015.
From what hospital?
Grayof, Hospital Grayof.
From the Hospital Grayof.
Any other medical certificates that you have there?
14 October 14, August 14, 2015.
August 14, 2015.
From which hospital?
Fan.
Please go on.
Egale.
12 December 2014.
12 December 2014.
Which hospital?
Ban Lopitan.
Central Hospital.
Central Hospital.
And this was in Dhaka?
Yeah, this
Bitam
one.
Dhaka.
Wow.
Yes.
What other documents do you have there?
Yan kayit nga fa amaat ci wàllu faju bi.
These are the only ones.
Thank you very much. Mr. Osher, can I have those documents again? Mr. Chairman, I wish to put into the record the medical certificates that have just been read out to us by the witness as exhibits 0078, A, B, C, D, and E.
Request. My apologies. I was saying request granted. Thank you.
Yeah. Mr. Mbye, did you receive any medical treatment in Dhaka?
Mr. Mbye, ndax am na benn faju boo xam ne def nga ko Dakar?
Yes, I was undergoing treatment while I was in Dhaka.
Please tell us what treatment you received. In brief, we are running out of time, unfortunately.
I had physiotherapy while I was in Dhaka.
Did that improve your condition?
Ndax loolu yokka na dara ci sa
Yes, it improved my health.
And what particular improvement did that have?
yan yokkute la am ci sa yaram bi.
Now I am able to feel my feet and I'm also able to raise my fingers.
Did you mean your fingers or your toes?
My toes.
My toes.
Can you tell us, just in general, after you received all these treatments from RVH, Egypt, you didn't receive any in Dundee, I understand, and the ones you received in Dhaka, do you still feel that you need further medical treatment at this point?
Gannaaw faju yi nga def Egypt xam naa ne Dundee moom fajuwuloo foofu ak yi nga def Dakar gannaaw loolu yëpp nag ndax soxlawaat nga yeneen fajuwaat.
Yes, I am in need of further treatment because for all of the treatment that I have undergone, none of them is complete.
Can you tell us if you know what kind of treatment you need?
Ndax xam nga ban façon faju nga soxla fi mu nekk nii.
Rehabilitation la jina need fu mu nekk nii.
What I need most now is rehabilitation.
And what would be the purpose of that rehabilitation? What would it help you to do?
Loolu soo ko defee lan la mun a dimbale pour nga def ko pour nga mun koo def ci yow. Rehabilitation boobu nga wax su fekkee ne def nga ko naka la mun a dimbalee.
Mun na maa dimbale si lu bari mun na maa dimbale ma stop urine bag bu ma nekk di use mun na maa stop mun na maa dimbale pour ma stop ko.
It can help me in so many ways. The urine bag that I am currently using, it can help me to stop using it.
Important.
That is the most important thing that I need now. I am tired of infections.
Have you been using a urine bag for 19 years?
For 19 good years,
I was using it for 19 good years.
And the infection that you've had, which part of your body does it normally come from?
Infection. From the urine bag.
Comes from the urine bag.
Please tell us what impact this whole experience has had on you. The 10th of April, 2000 student demonstrations, the injuries that you incurred, the treatment that you've received, or the lack of treatment. Tell us the impact it's had on your health, on your life, the life of your family, those around you.
Wax ñu yan loraange la indil xew-xew bi amoon April 10th yan loraange la indil ci yow ci sa boppa yow ak sa njaboot gi ci wàlli faju yi nga xam ne def nañ la ko ak yiñ la waroon a faj te mënuñ la koo faj.
Lu def si man bari na trop.
What it did to me is a lot.
It changed my life totally.
It has completely changed my life.
Dama doon dem school pour njëriñ suma waajur njëriñ suma boppa.
Because I was going to school so that I could better myself and also improve the lot of my parents.
Nekka keneen si society bi.
And become someone important in society.
Loolu munta dem through.
And that could not go through.
Jekkaliwuma suma education.
I could not complete my education.
I cannot
do anything for myself at the moment. If people don't do anything for me, I cannot do it. I am in sickness all the time. The month will not end without me experiencing one infection or the other. I cannot do anything for myself. I am dependent. You were going to school to improve yourself and the life of your parents. But right now, if they don't do it for you, you cannot do anything for anybody. They will raise you up. They will make you lie down. They will put your clothes on for you. But the only thing you can do to yourself is to use your right hand, pick up food and eat.
Mr. Interpreter, I believe he said left hand.
Oh, left hand, sorry.
Please continue. Please proceed.
Eggali.
Those people that you are supposed to assist are the ones that are now assisting you. My mates that I lived with in the compound, they are now gone. And your nephews that you were helping, those are the ones that are now doing everything for you. Those that I lived with while I was admitted up till now, when they traveled, that was when my younger sibling, the one that came after me, and Aliu Senghor, working here at the TRRC, they came and took over and continued assisting me.
What particular psychological effect has your condition had on you, being a male child in the family?
Nekk koo xam ne doom bu góor nga ci sa famille yan jafe-jafe la indi ci sa wàlli xalaat.
I never thought that I would sit on a wheelchair.
Please take your time.
Dalal rek, dalal.
Let's proceed.
Please tell us, continue with the impact in your own time.
Defal ndànk rek nga wax ñu jafe-jafe yi nga xam ne moo la dal loraange yi nga ci jëlee.
You promised me that you were not going to cry.
Dang ma digon ne do joy de.
But it's okay if you want to.
Betay baax na.
Mr. Chairman, the witness would need a few minutes. Thank you.
Counsel, while we're waiting for the witness to come back, do you have any more exhibits to be admitted or submitted for the record? You can take care of that procedural thing.
Not during this session,
Thank
but
you.
perhaps in closed session later on when we get additional documents from the witness.
Splendid. Thank you very much.
Are you ready to proceed, Mr. Mbye? Do you have any further impacts that you would like to tell us about before we conclude?
Amna leneen loo ñu mun a wax balaa ñu jeexal ci jafe-jafe yi nga xam ne lii indil na la ko.
jafe-jafe yu ma jaar yëpp.
All the difficulties that I encountered
ak former president bi fi nekkoon.
with the former president that was here,
buñ ma ñëwee smuggle ba yóbbu ma si Dakar.
when they came and smuggled me to Dhaka,
maa ngi jaajëfal ku ma jëlee Gambie smuggle ma yóbbu ma ba Dakar.
I want to express my appreciation to the person that smuggled me from the Gambia to Dhaka,
mooy Sol Menga.
and that is Sol Mbenga.
Yàlla rek laa ko bàyyi yàlla dina ko fay bu soobee yàlla.
And I leave him with God, for God will reward him, God willing.
ak Duga DC.
And the Duga DC,
ak diaspora family bu ma am.
and the diaspora family that I have.
su ma limee rek du baax.
If I want to list names, it will not be good,
waaye ñoom xam nañ seen boppa.
but they know themselves.
ak article 19 bu ma nekkee Sénégal medical certificate yu ma am yi ak fu ma dëkk yëpp article 19.
And Article 19, the medical certificate that I have, and my place of stay, all of that was taken care of by them.
ñoo ma doon fayal everything.
They were paying everything for me.
dama nekk Dakar for 3 good years.
I was in Dhaka for 3 good years.
During the impasse.
During the impasse,
now President Barrow.
President Barrow,
Adama
Barrow,
impasse bi bu mu ñëwee Sénégal pour def swearing ceremony bi foofu noonu.
when he came to Senegal for the swearing ceremony,
dafa swear on Thursday.
He swore on Thursday.
Friday ñun Gambians su fa nekkoon ñu daje ak moom.
And on Friday, he met with the Gambians, those of us who are living in Senegal,
King Fahad Hotel.
at the King Fahad Hotel.
ñu boole am ma moom ñu boole ma ak moom.
And so they linked me up with him.
ñu introduce ñu man ma moom.
And I was introduced to him.
nataal yu ma def ak